Hello, it's Mindy again for another semicircular canal dehiscence discussion. Um, Today I wanted to, well, first of all, I'm at the elementary school. My kids needed to get out and run around and play since we are currently quarantining for COVID variant, whatever. Um, so they've been doing school at home, and that's super fun, as we all know. Um, Today I wanted to talk about uh, why I decided to finally get surgery for semicircular canal dehiscence, superior semicircular canal dehiscence. Um, I was on the fence for a long time, like many people, because when you hear about the surgery and what's all entailed, it's a little scary. And you start researching, and then you see all of the different things that could possibly go wrong. Um, so it can be really scary to do. And I definitely will never tell anybody that they should get surgery or they shouldn't get surgery because everybody's situation is so different. And it's a huge decision. It could be a huge decision. It could be just fine. I feel like I stressed out over it more than not that I shouldn't stress, but I stress out over it a lot. I have anxiety, so of course it's always going to tell me that I'll probably die or that I will probably have like some disability for, like major, I won't be able to get out of bed for, the rest of my life or something stupid. Not that that doesn't happen. Anyway, um, my point is, what happened for me was I first of all, I went to just my regular doctor. They didn't know what was wrong with me, so I went to an ENT center, and they didn't exactly know what was wrong, but they had a suspicion and referred me to a specialist, ENT specialist, and the surgeon who I ended up using. So I did not go to tons and tons of different surgeons. Maybe I'll have another vlog on that, on why I decided to choose the surgeon that I did. But ultimately, the reason why I decided to get the surgery, I feel like a big part of it was because I felt like semicircular canal dehiscence was kind of destroying my family life. Not that it was terrible, but I felt like I was always telling everybody to be quiet. Um, and with 4 kids and a dog, um, it's loud. Like, this is kind of how it is. And I just cringed inside every single time I told my 5-year-old or my 9-year-old to be quiet. My older two are teenagers, so they're kind of loud too sometimes, but not too bad. My daughter loves music, but so she plays music. Not super loud, but my kids just ran all the way around the field. Okay, I'm doing a little video, okay? I'll be back in a minute. Go play. Um, so, okay, I'll come find you. So, anyway, the reason why I decided to, I feel like the ultimate reason why was because I really wanted to be able to enjoy being a mom and not have to always tell my kids to be quiet. I wanted to be able to read stories to my kids at night. It became too painful for me to do that before I had surgery. I wanted to be able to talk. I actually really enjoy talking, although I'm not a super extroverted person, and it was painful to talk. I hated that. I felt like it was kind of ruling my life. I couldn't go to watch my daughter play or do karate because it's a loud environment. I would wear earplugs if I did go, but then if anybody talked to me, it hurts to talk, and so it was just hard, obviously, and I think that really was the ultimate decision, the reason why I decided to do it. was because I wanted to be able to enjoy my people and be able to talk to my friends and my family. You know, if somebody called me on the phone, I cringed through the entire conversation. I mean, I kind of got used to it in a way, but you can never really get used to that. The loudness and the voice distortions, the kazoo sounds. So I did a lot of listening, which is good. It's a good training, or a good, I guess that's something good that came from this disorder, is that I just learned to listen to people better. Sorry. I'm at the kids' school, and obviously they didn't turn off their bell system because there's the bell. Um, yeah, there's probably several other reasons. I mean, I definitely waited until my kids were old enough to not need me 100% of the time and a little bit more independent, because I was afraid that I didn't know what I was going to be like after recovery. So I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to take care of them. Um, my husband, he works a lot. He's a auditor, and you know how those kinds of jobs, like, it can be that he has to work a lot. I decided to do it in January because it's his less busy time. So I did a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, a lot of putting off, and ultimately I just felt like it was the right time, um, and that I just needed to stop worrying and stop stressing and just do it. Um, it's a tricky decision because I know there's a lot of bad things that could happen, but my doctor did reassure me that the uh, what's the word? The percentage of people who have like something major go wrong is very, very slim. He said death is like, yeah, you're not gonna die. Although, you know, maybe it's happened before because of something else like happening during surgery, but he kind of reassured me. And I think he knew that I think I told him I had anxiety. I went to go see him 3 different times to talk about surgery and ask questions and just try to decide. So this was a process of 5 years trying to decide. I feel like I thought about it a lot of the time. You know, not every day, but definitely a lot. But I also was a very busy mom, so I didn't always. I feel like I didn't research enough. You know, even though I waited a long time, I researched, I asked questions. I still feel like there was just so much that I didn't know, and so much that I wish that I would have done differently. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing these videos, to kind of help me share some of the things that I've learned along the way. Um, anyway, I'm curious what if you've had the surgery, what helped you decide? What was your final, like, what got you off the fence? You know, why did you decide to get surgery? And if you haven't had surgery yet, what do you feel is the main thing that's stopping you, or why it's not quite right for you yet? And I think that's it. Okay. Good luck in all your decisions, and I will see ya. Bye.